The Celebrate Veterans Group presents a celebration of veterans, a gathering of those who have defended our nation, protected our community, and served in government at local, Commonwealth, and federal levels. With contributions by individuals and corporations, we work collectively to help current veterans and their families cope with the prices they paid while defending our nation. We support a wide variety of needs and activities. Our special celebration of Veterans Night was a night of camaraderie across all generations of veterans. Our guest of honor was Medal of Honor recipient Army Colonel Walter Joseph Marm, Jr. The Kena Highlanders escorted Colonel Marm and his wife Deborah to their seats. The impressive presentation of colors was done by National Sojourners,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And the home of the brave.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for our Celebration of Veterans program this evening. My name is Mike McKay. Again, on behalf of the Celebrate Veterans Group, I'd like to welcome you.
We are pleased to have with us this evening members of the Stafford High School Navy JROTC program and their unit leader, retired U.S. Navy Command Master Chief Lewis Wilson. Would you guys please stand so we can acknowledge you? Thank you. Representative to the United States House of Representatives, the Honorable Abigail Scamper.
To the Celebrate Veterans Group, thank you for your work in bringing the community together in support of our area's veterans. It is wonderful to see young members of the JROTC program here as well. And it's exciting to know that many of you will continue in the footsteps of so many of the veterans in the room. When President Eisenhower issued the first Veterans Day proclamation in 1954, he established an annual opportunity for us to remind ourselves that examples of heroism are found right here at home, in our neighborhoods, in our towns, across the Commonwealth and across the country. And this evening we are here to do just that, to remember, to recognize, and to honor the unwavering service and sacrifices of our heroes, our neighbors, our loved ones, and generations of Americans across our country.
And now, joining us representing the office of Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin is the Secretary of Veterans and Defense Affairs for the state of Virginia, retired Marine Corps Major General Craig Crenshaw.
Thank you for allowing me to be here tonight, and it's just great to be a part of this evening's program and to recognize the level of commitment that's here in the audience. You all have come in because you see the cause of what you do and the importance of it. We do have a responsibility to ensure that our service, no matter what service that we came from, that our service continue to thrive. Because at some point, like us, those young men and women, they would take off their uniform. And when they take off the uniform, they come to a place. That's that transition back to their civilian life. And so what's pretty unique about that is that when you wear that uniform, the things you do and endure become a way of life.
Just a few words about the Medal of Honor. It was established in 1861. The President may award and present in the name of Congress a medal of appropriate design with ribbons and appurtenances to a person who, while a member of a service branch, distinguished himself conspicuously by gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty. Now I'd like you to keep in mind those phrases: signal act of valor, gallantry and intrepidity, and I direct your attention to the video screen.
In 1964, with tensions in Southeast Asia mounting daily, Walter Joe Marm enlisted in the Army rather than face the odds of being drafted as a grunt. After graduating from officer candidate school, the young second lieutenant was assigned to an air mobile unit, a new type of fighting force that would use helicopters to deploy into battle. On November 14, 1965, Marm was leading a rifle platoon through the Ia Drang Valley when he received word that a sister company had been cut off and were under heavy enemy fire. Ordered to relieve the embattled company, Marm and his group were headed into one of the first major battles of the Vietnam War.
My company commander says, attached me to Bravo Company to make an assault to try to get up to them. So I went up and linked up with the Bravo Company commander, and we made an attempt to get up to Bravo Company. We weren't successful. We had to pull back. And so we started up a second time late in the afternoon with an artillery prep in front of us. And we were taking heavy fire from our front, from the NVA. And there was one machine gun. It was an anthill. We call it a machine gun bunker, but it was a solidified rock anthill. It was about 7 or 8 feet in height and maybe about 6 feet in length. And there were shrubs and trees around it. So it was very difficult to get a grenade over it where the enemy was. I tried to get one of my men to throw a grenade from where we're at, because we were pretty much right in front of the bunker, and I thought we were in a pretty strategic position because most of the firing was going on out to the flanks of the bunker. He threw it and it landed, didn't get over, landed in front, made a big boom. I shot a light anti-tank weapon into that bunker to try to silence it. It went off, made a big boom. Really picked up the morale, picked up my morale because of we thought we knocked it out. We started forward again, and the weapons fire all along our front picked up again. That's when I said it's time for me to do it myself. So I ran across 40, 50 yards of open terrain and charged the bunker. Had my rifle and my grenades with me. It was a pretty straight shot. I told the men to hold their fire, not to shoot me up while I was doing it. I was worried about getting shot by my own men. Ran front to the front of the bucket, threw a grenade over the top. When it went off, I went around to the left side, and there were still some guys that were there shooting, so I finished them off with my M16. When things were pretty silent from my area, I turned sideways and I told our men, let's go, we got to get up to the platoon that was trapped on the side of the mountain when I got shot. Went in my left jaw and went out here, and kind of ruined my day. I thought I had to feel my teeth to make sure I still had my teeth, and one of my sergeant that was the medic in Korea came up, and him and a couple of other guys were the first up. They made it up to me okay, and they patched me up, and a couple of my men took me to the back. That was the first day of the battle, and it lasted for 2 more days.
On December 19, 1966, 3 years before returning to Vietnam, Marm was presented the Medal of Honor by Secretary of the Army Stanley Reeser in a ceremony at the Pentagon.
Some people say the medal is harder to wear than it is to earn. I've always been very humble and feel that I wear the medal for all those soldiers in the 1st Cav that were there in that battle and other battles. I'm just the caretaker of the medal for them. There's so many valorous deeds that go on in combat that they all can't be recognized. So I'm no braver than many of my fellow soldiers. I'm just so grateful that they authorized me to wear it for them. And so I feel I have to uphold the medal for them. You have to take care of your fellow soldiers and walk in their shoes too.
So Marm Jr.
I have an excuse for slurring my words and getting shot in the jaw. I was very, very lucky. I was, like I say, God works in strange and mysterious ways. Another inch, it would hit my jugular vein, and it would have killed me. We went in that battle with 457 soldiers. And after 3 days of intense fighting, we had 79 were killed in action, 121 were wounded. I was one of those wounded guys. I hated war, but I loved being with soldiers, so I went back for a second tour as a captain in '69. They don't like to send recipients back. I served in the 1st Cav again and made it through the whole year in all of 1969. Our recon unit, this was a ground recon and an air recon called 1st of the 9th. They wore Stetsons, the big black hats. It's just quite an honor for me to be here. I just can't say enough to you about meeting so many fine and wonderful people here. God bless you and God bless America, and thank you for your service to all the veterans that are here. Thank you. God bless you.
For a medley of Armed Forces anthems. CPG Vice President Angelo Valley to make a special presentation. Angelo.
It's been an honor and a privilege to have you visit us this evening.